96 Psychology Facts You Need to Know. Smiling, even if it's fake, can trigger positive feelings in your brain. The average person can hold about 7 items in their short-term memory. Seeing someone perform an action can activate your own brain's motor areas. Blue can make you feel calm, while red can increase excitement. Believing in a treatment can produce real physiological changes. About 60 to 70% of people experience déjà vu at least once. It takes just 50 milliseconds to form a first impression. We dislike holding conflicting beliefs and often change them to reduce discomfort. Most people return to a baseline level of happiness after major life changes. Exposure to one stimulus influences how you respond to another. We tend to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs. One positive trait can influence how we perceive other traits of a person. Fear of public speaking is one of the most common fears, even more than death for some. We often look to others to decide how to behave in uncertain situations. The first piece of information we receive influences our decisions. We overestimate how much others notice our actions or appearance. Emotions can spread from person to person like a virus. Many people think their phone is vibrating when it isn't. Sleep plays a crucial role in consolidating memories. A moderate level of stress can enhance performance. Higher expectations lead to an increase in performance. Repeated failure can make you believe you have no control over outcomes. People are less likely to help when others are present. We perform tasks better when motivated by internal rewards. It's harder to name the ink color when it conflicts with the word's meaning. Unconscious memories can influence our behavior without us realizing it. People believe vague, general statements are highly accurate for them personally. Being fully immersed in an activity can enhance performance and satisfaction. The brain can reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Behavior can be shaped by rewards and punishments. Repeated exposure to something increases your preference for it. Your gut has its own nervous system that communicates with your brain. People with low ability at a task often overestimate their competence. Understanding and managing emotions can be more important than IQ. We continue an endeavor once we've invested time or money, even if it's failing. Changing thought patterns can improve emotional regulation and behavior. Recognizing oneself in a mirror is a sign of higher cognitive abilities. The first offer sets the stage for the negotiation process. Early relationships with caregivers shape our future relationships. Uncertainty can cause significant stress and anxiety. We become less responsive to repeated stimuli over time. Unfinished tasks are remembered better than completed ones. We focus on specific aspects of our environment while ignoring others. People value gains and losses differently, leading to irrational decision-making. We attribute successes to ourselves and failures to external factors. Emotions can interfere with our ability to process information. People exert less effort when working in a group compared to alone. We feel obliged to return favors and kindnesses. Openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism are key personality traits. Activities we enjoy can be more fulfilling than external rewards. Our memories can be influenced and altered by suggestion. Believing that past events affect the probability of future independent events. The ability to adapt to stressful situations can be developed over time. Psychological factors often influence economic decisions. Limited availability increases the perceived value of something. We tend to prefer smaller, immediate rewards over larger, delayed ones. Unconscious attitudes can affect our judgments and actions. We place higher value on things we've partially created ourselves. Desire for harmony in a group can lead to poor decision making. Having too many options can lead to decision paralysis. Creating obstacles to avoid failure and protect self-esteem. Valuing something more once you own it. Overestimating the likelihood of positive outcomes. Negative experiences have a greater impact than positive ones. We determine our own social and personal worth based on how we stack up against others. Early bonds with caregivers influence future relationships. Repeated exposure to a stimulus increases our preference for it. The ability to identify and describe emotions precisely. Nonverbal cues can communicate more than words. Fear of confirming negative stereotypes can impact performance. Habits account for about 40% of our daily actions. Helping others can increase your own happiness. Part of our self-concept is derived from group memberships. The ability to wait for a better reward can lead to greater success. Being deeply immersed in an activity leads to high productivity and satisfaction. Being present can reduce stress and improve mental clarity. Believing in your ability to succeed can enhance performance. Too much information can overwhelm your brain and reduce effectiveness. Chemicals like dopamine and serotonin play key roles in mood regulation. Emotions can spread from person to person like a virus. Overestimating how much others share your beliefs and behaviors. Preferring smaller, immediate rewards over larger, delayed ones. Relying too heavily on the first piece of information encountered. Developing a more positive outlook can improve mental health. More people present during an emergency means less likely someone will help. People perform better on simple tasks when others are watching. Unfinished tasks are remembered better than completed ones. Doubting your accomplishments and fearing being exposed as a fraud. Less competent individuals overestimate their abilities. Understanding and managing your emotions leads to better relationships. We tend to remember information that supports our beliefs and forget what doesn't. Believing that others are paying more attention to you than they actually are. A therapy method that helps change negative thought patterns. The first offer sets the tone for the negotiation process. Seeking out information that confirms your pre-existing beliefs. The brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. I hope you find these psychology facts fascinating. Let me know if you'd like to learn more about any of them. Have a wonderful day. Subscribe to my channel for more interesting content.